Morning. Dwayne here, Dry Creek Wrangler School. I'm going to do another video this morning on bits. I've got one that was kind of basic general information, but I've got some people have made some comments and some questions over time, and I still think there's a general misunderstanding out there. And so I want to talk about bits this morning. Now there's a lot of folks who ask, why don't you just ride in a halter? Because bits are metal and bits hurt horses. Well, bits hurt horses just like guns kill people. Guns don't kill people. People kill people using guns improperly. And bits don't hurt horses. People hurt horses. People hurt horses with bits when they use the bits improperly. A horse's mouth, they have the teeth up front that come back along the jawline, and then they have a space in there before they get the teeth on back. The bit just rides in that space. It's not in their teeth. It sets right down on the bars there. And he's got a metal bit in his mouth, and he's not in pain. They're not in pain when they're done right. They're in pain when we do it wrong and we hurt them. Now, like I said in that first video, a bit is for communication. Okay, that's what it's for. So now, if you say, well, I do my horse, I ride my horse in a halter, and my horse does just fine in a halter. Absolutely. That's because when you're riding your horse in a halter, out in the pasture barefoot, or up a trail somewhere, you're giving the most basic, rudimentary communications. Okay? So now I'm communicating to you right now. But if I come in here like this and I try to communicate something difficult and technical to you, you're not going to get it. I'm saying the same things. I'm communicating the same things, but the communication tool is not up to par. It's just like when I first started these videos, I got complaint after complaint after complaint that the volume was bad. Well, I was communicating this, given the same communications, but the tool was not up to snuff. That's a halter. You give all the communications, but the tool's not up to snuff. And so the horse doesn't hear it. All right? And then you go up to a snaffle bit and you give the communications, and the horse does better because they can hear. But once you communicate and teach the horse to understand what it is you're asking for in a snaffle bit, then you move up to a simple broken bit. This is a simple broken bit with shanks. I'm going to take it out and show you. All right, son, let me have it. We're going to take it out easy. It's just a simple broken bit, just like a snaffle bit with shanks. Okay? So the only difference between that and the D-ring snaffle that I was using before is now my communications are even clearer. Okay? And a bit is about communication. It's not about forcing the horse to do anything. It's not about pain. It's not about intimidation. It's just clearer communication. And you see the folks who have straight up bridle horses, they call them, with the Spanish spade bits and everything, and it looks like a torture device. Watch those horses being ridden that are trained in it by fellows that know what they're doing. Those horses are not in pain, and they are not intimidated. And those things, what they do is, in the hands of someone who knows what they're doing, they send out very, very clear, very fine, very complex communication, and the horse gets it. Okay, so I just wanted to stop some of the misunderstanding about bits and why we don't ride with halters, because it's a question of communication. If all you're trying to communicate to your horse is right and left and stop, a halter's just fine. But if you're trying to move the hindquarters independently of each other, if you're trying to neck rein and turn really quick, if you're trying to work cattle, if you're on tight trails in the mountains, if you're trying to do anything complex, they need complex communication, which means they need clear, direct signals, and that's where the bit comes in. Okay? All right, so I hope this helps you. If you like it, click like. Subscribe if you haven't. Hit that bell. Share it with somebody if they need it. Go check out the Patreon page if you want to support the channel, and we'll catch you guys next time.